Yes, no, I don't know.
I don't know. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? We are here. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
Discussing. Yeah, we're here. Discussing Mama's Boy by Avery Flynn. This was Aaron's pick. Aaron wanted to read this book. And I was like, which way? I can just point down. This is amazing.
Rude. No, I'm doing the wrong way. See, it's just so weird because to me, I should be pointing this way.
Yeah.
Flip floppy. Whatever. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Right hand.
It's in one of those corners. Yeah.
I'm in one of these corners.
I was like trying to do the heart now. Oh God, that was so hard.
That was
we're gonna have to do like the
hard
whole hand too.
Yeah.
They're trying to make that hard. Aaron's like, come on, guys, figure it out.
Yeah, it's easy.
And then someone took a picture of it, and I was like, that's the best picture ever.
I still have it.
We took a picture of it. That's awesome.
I still have it. It's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Mama's Boy is a romantic comedy, contemporary, fake dating, kind of enemies to lovers on the gal side. Romance has some forced proximity stuff in there. But basically, our main guy, what is his name? Dixon.
I remember that one.
He and his cousins. He and his cousins make a bet. Yeah, make a bet to be like, okay, if you're the last one to fall in love by Christmas, you get to open dead grandma's last present. Right. And I totally forgot that was why they made the bet until the very end. And I'm just like, oh my God, yeah, they did
it. They don't even know what it is, right?
I know. They're like, it could be pot holders and I want it. I'm like, okay, calm down.
That's a bit much.
Oh my gosh. And I was trying to, and what is our gal's name?
It started with an F because everybody in the family.
Fiona.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alicia.
I was actually looking that up, and I
was thinking all the F names going through.
I was thinking, I was going through the siblings. I was like, Faith, that's not the right one.
And we have Fiona, who sees his dating profile, and it recognizes him as the CEO of this beauty company who has ghosted her numerous times. To try and get her grandma's skincare product, out to market and stuff. And so she's like, I am going to, date him until I can wear him down and get him to, promote my mom's or my grandma's skincare line. So that's basically the premise, and also kind of like not mistaken identity, but kind of like hiding her identity because she knows who he is, but he doesn't know who she is.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of almost recognizes her name at the beginning, saying like, oh, that name sounds really familiar, but whatever.
He didn't figure it out.
Yeah.
He didn't care. He didn't figure it out.
Lots of other things to think about.
Exactly. Hi, cool gamer. How are you? So that is basically the premise of the book. And honestly, I had a great time reading this. I was I was laughing the entire time reading this book.
Yeah,
I did
multiple times. Some things are a little bit over the top, but I thoroughly had a good time reading this book. So, I mean, do we want to start with star ratings, or do we want to save that for the end?
I can give it a rating.
I feel like we do this different every time.
Yeah.
It's a mystery. We like to mix it up.
Okay.
I gave it 5 stars. I usually love Avery Flynn's reads. I was talking to Alicia earlier when we were recording for a podcast, but so snarky, just snarky all the way through, and steamy too. I forgot how hot.
I wasn't expecting
Avery
that.
Yep.
Dang. This was my first introduction to Avery Flynn. I haven't read anything by this author, so I'm definitely going to read more. Hoopla has a bunch of her books, so I'm definitely, I'm wanting to try more of this authtor out for sure.
Yeah, and so far what I've read, it's a whole universe too. So there's I mean, you see all the characters, especially in this one, there's a whole series about the Hartigans. So that's Fiona's side. So
okay.
they all get their stories and stuff, and then this
Nice.
is
Oh,
the
that's
first
awesome.
one.
That was the part that I was interested in. I'm like, I want to know the crazy family side.
Right. Yeah. They kind of mentioned it, like Ford is the brother that's a cop and like he doesn't break the
Yeah.
rules for anything, and then like the brother that like went on a road trip with this gal to her high school reunion because of some asshole in a burger. Like, yeah, those are two.
Just little snippets of their story of like
That's
what like.
awesome.
What about
That's
the
so cool.
cousins? The cousins get their book.
I think so. I have to
Aren't
look at
they
his
the
site.
ones that
She's got
follow up this book? Because I know there's 2 after this book that are in the
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So this is the what was his last name? Beckett. This is the Beckett family
yeah.
series. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
because I'm really, really intrigued by Griff. I mean, I want like
Is he the scientist one?
Yeah, the buff
Yay!
tattooed scientist
Yeah.
who is like
With
totally
the tattoos on
oblivious.
her
You dropped this napkin. Oh my god. I died from secondhand embarrassment
That
for
was the
you.
first time I like legitimately was like I snorted laughing. I was like, he's really bad.
And then
He
the
would
lady
look-
was so offended.
Anywhere but at her. He was just like, this tattoo on my arm that I've had for years is super interesting. Thank you, Cool Gamer. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Paco.
But yeah, so I'm like, honestly, I would give this, 3.5, 4 stars. I'm like, Goodreads doesn't do half stars, so I'm definitely going to be rounding it up on Goodreads. Like I said, a little bit, some of them were over the top, some of like the funny, quote unquote, supposed to be funny moments. And I was just, the whole reason why they did the bet, I was just like, really?
Yeah.
And then Dixon, he's the mama's boy. He's so gullible. Like anybody like takes advantage of him, and he's like this CEO billionaire guy. I was like, Dixon, can you pick a struggle, please? You can't be all this stuff, okay? Oh gosh. But yeah, I love the 2 of them together, like the chemistry between the 2 of them, but then also like all the side characters. I really enjoyed them too. Like there really wasn't anybody in this book that I didn't enjoy,
Right.
even
Yeah.
like was it a goose? Like it was a goose or a duck?
It was a goose.
Yeah.
Okay, like he wanted like watermelon and like I was like, oh my god, this is
And the dog,
hilarious.
Poodle.
Oh yeah, the poodle that slept with her because she hates drugs, but she really doesn't.
You're right.
She tried her best to stick to that persona, but I wouldn't have been able to do it. I was like,
the food thing would have gotten me. Like, I would have tried to eat the oatmeal, but as soon as they brought out a chocolate croissant, I've been like, all right, gig up. Get over it.
It would be bacon for me. I would be like, crispy bacon. I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was like, it's really hard to live this lie. I can't.
Yeah.
Give me the Nutella croissant, please.
But I
Wouldn't have
like
been
that
able
it
to
was
do
like
it.
a heroine that actually eats.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause
Yeah.
they never like that's never a thing. Like someone that
Exactly.
enjoys food.
Right.
When
Exactly.
it's not like a food-based romance.
Right.
Right,
Or,
yeah.
like the plus size heroine who's come back,
Right.
who's like her internal struggle is like how much she
Right.
likes food. And just let the poor girl eat, please. Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. The cousins and how they're setting up all these dates for them to go on.
I would love
the hockey date.
I would love other people to set up dates for me to go on. Go for it.
Honestly,
That'd be
like
nice,
they tried their best. And the hockey scene, I see that you're at the hockey rink, Aaron,
Yes.
and that
Mhm.
scene
So
was
much.
so freaking funny. The security guard letting her into that suite. It's like, try not to kill him because they're rooting for opposite teams.
Yeah.
That was like I messaged Erin. I was like, you can tell she likes hockey because she said all the right terms.
Right.
Yeah.
I've read romances where you can obviously tell whoever wrote the romance has no idea what anything is in hockey. And I was like, she knows what it is. Thank you.
And when he brought it up at the family dinner and everyone's like,
Yeah.
And she's like, "Are you serious right now? I told
Are
you
you
not
like
to
a
ring
glutton
this
for
bell."
punishment, apparently?
Yeah,
But he did it for her.
He did
Yeah.
it for her, yes. Oh my God, that was hilarious. And I love Grandma, and I'm just like, yeah, I would like to try some of her skincare products because, I'm getting up there. I want to get rid of these wrinkles. But yeah, I just thought, and of course, the whole third act breakup with him finding out that she was withholding that from him, and his cousins are just like, "You're an idiot because you dated her for a stupid bet." And he was like, "Well, I was upfront about it." And he did have that. He did have that.
But still,
like, I was
But she
upfront
also
about
was
it.
just like, "You're gonna owe me a favor." Like that should have tipped you off.
Right?
Like there's something hidden that you
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Like she's not lying to you. She's just not telling you the full truth
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
And honestly, after that talk with the cousins, he gave in pretty quickly. He's like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right." He just needed like
Big
someone else to
marshmallow.
tell him that it's just like
he needed
to
his
forgive
mom
her.
to tell him he made a mistake.
Oh, that was so great. She was like,
Your mama's boy.
I took what was it, commercial to get here.
Yeah.
Get up and make me
Took
talk.
a commercial flight
How
to
dare
get
you
here.
not open the send me to voicemail?
I know. It's like, you didn't answer the phone. Are you an idiot? She literally said, like, "Are you an idiot?" Yes. But yeah, is there anything that, so I just liked, that kind of stuff. And I loved the forced proximity parts of it when they were in the tent on the island kind of thing. And then when they kind of shut them in the reading room, and I was just like, y'all are trying way too hard. That's hilarious though. Because forced proximity is one of my favorite tropes. So I was like, I loved that. And of course, like we have to use the sleeping bag for warmth because it's a cold night. I'm like, perfect. Awesome.
Yes.
Set it up.
We already got condoms, so it's perfect.
One sleeping bag.
Exactly.
And the word she was using to like try to get out of the window when she was stuck in the library, I'm like, that makes it sound like
It was so wonderful. I loved that.
I was dying. I was like, thank God I had my headphones on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the fact that she used that forced proximity scene with the one sleeping bag, and it did lead to sex. I'm like, thank you for delivering, because I was just, there's nothing worse than have it like just basically there on a silver platter for you, and you don't freaking follow through. So
or when they feel like the hard penis and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" I'm like, you know exactly what that is.
We know what that is.
You know exactly.
You know what that is. Oh my god.
I loved the family dynamic though. That was like my favorite part. And I come from a really big family, and we're all loud like that. When we all get together, like we act like that. And I was like,
so funny.
Just put Italian family in on that, and that'd be my family right there.
It was really sweet
So
when he did that.
to share his boner incidents. Oh yeah, that was so funny. That was so funny. I just love that scene where he's talking about it. He was like, I was wearing like, gym shorts, joggers. You can't really hide it. And like, of course, my luck, my mother, like here's your violin or whatever the fuck, and you have to play it. And it's like, and you can't hide it. And honestly, he was just like, I was like 15, a stiff wind would have like caused it to happen. I was dying laughing. I was like, oh my god, embarrassing.
I love like the group chats with the family though. They were hysterical. The brothers were like, why are we in this conversation?
Exactly.
I was like, that's my family in a nutshell.
Oh, I couldn't honestly though. Like, I am in a group chat with some members of my family, but like that many siblings, no. I'd be like, mute, take me out. I don't want it. Like, oh my gosh.
My phone goes off enough anyway. I don't need more.
No, my phone's.
I yell at my dad. I'm like, stop putting me in group chats that have nothing to do with me. If it has something to do with the family, put me in the group chat. But if it's got nothing to do with me, my phone's going to go off 800 times. I don't want it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly my problem. And that is why my phone is on Do Not Disturb 24/7. As soon as it turns off at 9:00 in the morning, it goes right back on throughout the night, dead to the world, It's like, I'm one of those people who I'm just like, call me if you need anything, day or night. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. Sorry.
Just call twice then at that point.
I know.
Call me anytime. It'll go to voicemail.
It'll go to voicemail. I'll check it in the morning. Okay.
I love the meme for that one where it's just like, here, I'm here for you until 10 o'clock p.m. After 10 o'clock, it's between you and God. And I was just like,
between you and
that's so
God.
perfect.
We're the ones that say I'm this old where if you text me after 10 p.m. I won't answer you till 6 a.m.
Exactly.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like, that's
Right.
Expect a response at a reasonable time tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Any favorite scenes from you guys?
I just keep thinking of the one line, and I was trying to like figure out how. So I'm gonna butcher it because I had the audiobook. But the line about cats and dogs. People who like cats know that cats are assholes. But if you talk to a dog lover, they're gonna tell you that their dog is like a little angel. I'm like, that's so fucking true. Like I will tell you until I'm blue in the face that my cats are assholes. Like yes, accurate. They're so cute. Nicole, tell me about your dog.
My dogs can do no wrong.
Case in point.
Oh yeah, they're my little babies.
Mine are my little babies too, but I can recognize when they're being a little asshole.
Especially Duchess, now that she's 16, she does not get in trouble. Like, even if I catch her doing something. Like, over the weekend, I had, like, I was cleaning out, like, the trash and everything, obviously, in this room, but I was cleaning out, like, you know, the refrigerator, and it was just going into a bag because I didn't want it to sit in the house because I was just going to take it outside, right out to the dumpster. And so I was just cleaning out everything, and then I leave the room for 5 freaking seconds, and I come back. She's to her shoulders in the freaking trash bag. I catch her, and I'm like, do I smack her in the butt? Do I smack her in the nose? Do I, no, I just tap her on the butt because that's what I could reach because she's fully in this bag. And because I can't say her name because she can't hear. She's deaf. So yeah. I tap her on the butt and she notices it's me and she's like, oh my gosh, hi. And I was like, that's wrong. Go lay down. I don't raise my voice at her anymore. I don't spank her anymore. I just tell her, that's bad. I'm really disappointed in you.
That's almost worse. Just hit me, okay?
And I was just like, it's actually my fault because I left the trash bag on the floor. I should have put it on the counter. So it's my fault. You're right, Duchess. Go lay down.
My dogs would only go in the trash if you throw out chicken bones, chicken wings.
No good.
She's on prednisone, so it makes her very hungry and very thirsty. Yeah. So she will literally eat anything. That's
my dog was like that. Like she wasn't prednisone.
Yep. So nothing is safe.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's my fault. I left the trash bag on the floor. I'm sorry. But there were no bones or anything in it, so that was good. Yeah, and she'll just waddle away.
Waddle.
She'll waddle away. But yeah, that's exactly right. And Jen, I will tell you to your face that your cats are assholes. It's fine.
I agree with
that. There's a reason why I went with that. I was like,
I know they're not supposed to be on the table, but I'm teaching them when food's on the table, they're not supposed to be. At least with the kittens. Jack Ryan's pretty good where he'll sniff and then he'll go sit over. He's too old. He's unteachable at this point. So we just he sits on so there's 3 of us. So we sit on this half of the table and then he has his own little spot that he just like lays down and he'll just sit
the whole
and
other half of the table.
He has to have the majority. Okay, he's the cat. Let's just be real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like when the cat's on the end of the bed when you go to sleep, you just position yourself around the cat.
And you get this little bitty and the cat's got the whole thing.
That's it. That's all you get.
Makes me think of like sometimes we're all like the kittens now. So our older cats did not actually ever sit on our lap. So we're trying to condition the kittens to lay on us so that they'll do that. A little bit hard now that it's getting hot, but they've started to do that. And I've not gotten used to cats that do it. So literally they'll choose me at the exact wrong moment because I'm like, I'm going to get up and go to the bathroom. And then they lay on me and I'm like, well, I'm going to just burst my bladder.
Your bladder's
or push it until the last second. because I've been chosen.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Mm.
Anybody else have any favorite moments?
Probably when his mother showed up, because
Yeah.
I was going through this book. I was like, there's not really many mama's boy moments in here.
I was thinking that,
I was
Yeah.
thinking there were going to be moments where it's like, oh, I have to cancel the date because my mom wants me to hang out with her.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm glad we actually got mom in there at some point.
She was great.
I thought it was so funny when he was trying to make the sugar cookies and he video chats her and she's like, "What are you doing? Just order them." I'm like,
And why even call her when she has no idea herself?
He had
Eat the
no
cookie dough.
clue. No clue. He was just like, I tried to make these from scratch, but I didn't have any baking powder, so I used baking soda. And she was like, "There's a difference." It's just clueless.
Oblivious.
I really loved when they were trying to bake together the ravioli, and they're like, "What's a well? We'll make a well in it, like you do it." And then she had to look it up.
And then she goes, "Why don't they just say like make a hole?" And they were like, and then he says like something along the lines of like, "It would have made sense," or something. I was just like, "Oh my god!"
I was dying laughing. Oh my god, you both are hopeless. You're gonna starve.
And then her hand was completely red because it was beet juice or something.
Beet juice, yes. Oh my, that's true though, because you know, sometimes I have like a beet smoothie and like cutting it up, preparing it for the week, and I was like, there's been a murder.
I hate beets with a passion. I can't eat them.
Honestly, no matter how much I clean them, and then also I peel like the skin off of it, it just tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
It tastes like dirt. It's like,
I can't eat them.
You gotta steam them and eat them with balsamic vinegar. They taste less like dirt, but they're really good.
I just raw in a smoothie. I mean, it doesn't take much. Just like a fourth of a cup. It still tastes like dirt.
And I really like the scene where they went to brunch with her friends. And
yes, that was great. They're all like on their phones trying to figure out the next time they get to. Don't worry, we won't do this in front of you.
It just made me want Eggs Benedict, though. They were so she talked 2 paragraphs about Eggs Benedict. I was like, I want Eggs Benedict now.
I've never had Eggs Benedict.
What?
It's so good.
Never had Eggs Benedict.
We're gonna have to change your mind on that. Well, we'll go to Mimi's on Saturday or Sunday. They have a $12 mimosa flight, and then we'll get you a Benedict.
Ooh, you had me at mimosa flight.
Yeah.
That's
Jen's
why
gonna
I
take
said
you to lunch.
I feel like that's why I led with that. I know.
You could do a $5 single mimosa, but for the flight, it's only $12. So at that point, and they're full size. Like me and Vera went one time, and I had to sit there for a full hour. I was like, I started drinking this before my breakfast, and I haven't had anything to eat. So we're gonna need to sit here a moment, or you're gonna need to drive, to Target, and we'll walk around, which is what we ended up doing. But yeah, I was not fit to drive for a while.
Not fit to drive. Wow. Yeah, we'll have to go after we walk for our.
We could walk to Mimi's and then back, and that's our Wonder Woman one.
Yeah, we're doing a Wonder Woman. Is it a 10K or a 5K?
5K. That one's 5K. It didn't give us the option for anything more than a 5K. But I sent Nicole like 12,000. I sent you a link. I want the cat one so bad, okay? It's in August. Just give it to me. I'll do the dog one with you. We'll get a cat and a dog one. It'll be perfect.
Give it to me. Okay, Jen, we can do it. We're just on the virtual marathons now.
Yeah.
We did one, and now we want to do them all.
The medal, I have it right next to me. This thing is I don't know if my picture did it wet, but this is my face here. Here's my hand. It's bigger than my hand. Like the size of my palm.
It's like a freaking rodeo buckle,
It looks like the medal my brother won from doing he did one of those zombie mud runs for charity, and he won.
Nice.
And he was like, it was no joke. It was like you had to crawl under like active barbed wire and like
the Spartan ones.
His sneakers. He legit had to like switch into someone else's shoes because his sneakers got stuck in the mud.
Oh my gosh.
There was
Did
so
you have
much
to sign a
fun.
waiver climbing under
I think you
barbed wire?
do.
They're like, we're
Yeah, you
not
do.
responsible
I
for
You had to
think
be,
any
you
injuries
had to be
you
over. You had to be
sustain.
over 18 to do it because, like,
it's a
because they have the right to touch you, so that you have to be over 18. And
Yeah, I
They
saw
have
a
the
couple
right
of
to
those. It's like a
touch you.
Spartan, it's some sort of Spartan race. It's like usually over a weekend and it's multiple events that you have to complete in order to do it. And I was just like, okay, I like my medal, but
Not that much.
don't.
It's the mud. I wouldn't mind
mud.
like, but the mud.
Yeah.
No. My
Hey,
crutch
man.
is getting stuck in the mud. That will not. No.
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 But also, like, if these zombies can touch me, that means I can touch them back. So,
But if they touch you, you're out.
oh shit.
Oh.
Then I'm
Yeah.
definitely touching.
I'm gonna take them all
got
out with
nothing
me
to
on my
lose.
way out.
I've got nothing to lose at that point. Chloe said my favorite moment is probably when Dixon said Fiona had the Mona Lisa of asses. Yeah, he
Yeah.
loved
Yeah.
that and her thighs. Like he loved her thighs.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yes.
Pretty sure he doesn't know that the Mona Lisa is tiny though. So,
But he's saying like
but it's
world
cute.
renowned.
I know.
Yes.
I
He's saying,
know.
Yeah.
world renowned ass. You know, it's like
I just
the
thought it
ass
was so
that
cute
launched 1,000 ships. You know,
when he kept on going like, no one else is like Fiona. I'm like, that is so cute.
you're
Mhm.
adorable.
Like,
Yeah.
just
I loved at the end when I knew, like, you knew it was going to happen. Like, how can I win her back? I was just like, well, you both like hockey, so I'm pretty sure you're going to put on the competitor. Because for me, if
That
I ever
was
got
the
into a
most
relationship with someone from U of A, which will probably be the literal death of my entire family, like, it's ASU and U of A here in Arizona, and I am hardcore ASU. So every time he says I bleed maroon and gold, I'm like, he's an ASU fan. We're just gonna go with that. So it would be the equivalent of him putting on a U of A like Wildcats thing, and I was just like that's true love right there. I don't know if I could do that.
You know what's the number one way you can piss off an ASU fan?
Tell
You
us
just
the
say
bear
you can just say AS who?
And I always want to go back, but this is their stupid logo. And this is what they do because it's the W for the wild and the C for the cat. And I'm just like, this looks like an idiot who doesn't know how to go, okay. Sorry.
That's hilarious.
Or you could make a joke about water closet, you know, the WC, right?
There you go. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna do that next time.
Hi, Bree.
Hi, Bree.
Oh, the other scene that I really liked was the night after they first banged on the beach, and then the brothers were outside the tent.
Oh, that was great. And then she's like, they're driving away, and she goes, "Do we need to call so and so?" And then they're all just laughing at her. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would not be able to leave my house for like a month.
I'd be like, go away. Like, no one even called you. No one wants you here.
But it's kind of her fault because, like, you don't tell the person that's the loudest mouth of your group of friends where you're going to be.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry,
like,
that's
I'm no longer in
101.
danger. I'd be like, you know what? Like, the only thing I'm in danger of now is orgasms, and you're
Maybe
not ruining that for me.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll text you about it later.
You are not ruining that for me. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
And then you could be in the live.
Yeah.
We love you.
Thank you for helping me pick the other day.
And you know, Bree, I totally get it. Like, we appreciate you being here, but we're not going to force you to read the books because you are in like so many book clubs and read-alongs. Like so many. So I get it. But we love you, and we would love for you to be in the live. But yeah, so like all of those moments are just hilarious. But I did love when they were trying to make ravioli together. I think that was my favorite.
I love being trapped in the library. I thought that was going to have like a much deeper moment because she seemed to be freaking out when she was in an enclosed space. So I thought there was going to be a larger part to that story where it was just like, oh, she doesn't like. What is it? Is it claustrophobia? That's the one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be some like trauma there from like a past relationship, and I felt so bad for her, like the guys that she dated, and then for him, his wife, I felt so bad about that.
Every time, like because his wife's name, his late wife's name is
Nicole.
And I'm like, Nicole's such a bitch.
How dare she?
I was like, dang, shit. Dixon's
forgot it
dating
was
app bio is too funny. Must
was
hate
hilarious.
dogs. Hate
Yeah.
tipping? Yeah. So,
Hate tipping.
this is literally the bio who is going to attract the worst human being.
Right.
Did you know
But
Fiona
wouldn't
had a
that
plan.
backfire? Because then they
It
want
did.
him to fall in love so that he loses. So why would you give like the worst bio to get the
Because
person?
because it's funny for them.
Well, no, it's because they didn't say like they were going to make his bio. They just said that they were going to plan the dates. So that was his way of sabotaging
got it.
like the whole thing. Like he's like, I'm going to attract the worst person possible. So there's no way that I'm going to fall in love with them, you know, kind of thing.
Right.
So it's like they were supposed to be planning the dates, but they weren't, you know, smart enough to be like, let me do your bio too, because honestly.
We have a rare
I
moment.
thought the scene with her students was really cute too.
That was so
the
cute.
students, right?
They're having lunch together. Hijack Ryan.
He never comes over here anymore, so I'm gonna let him go before he's
like, no, don't pick me up.
That was really, I forgot about that, Alicia. Yeah, that was just too precious.
Adorable.
And he
And
remembered
all
all
the
their
kids were like
names.
finding excuses to come up there. I thought that was adorable.
And that's
what happened.
kids at a school. Oh, someone new? Oh, who's this?
Are you dating our teacher? And she's like,
not,
the Capri Sun pack comment made me die. Because
right,
Oh, God.
on the first
I
try.
had like midlife crisis of or not being able to get freaking
Yeah.
and for my little brothers when I was still living at home, I'm like,
the reason why I don't drink Capri Sun, like you know, it was Huggies or nothing. You know, it's like I'm not drinking that.
I love the little boy who was just like, if you're not dating her, can I give you my mother's number? You can't give your mother's number out to strangers. I mean, way to go, kid, for wanting a dad. Like, let's just say, like, props to you, but also
working on mom's behalf.
Or I wonder if it's the mother. If it's the mother that's at like school pickup that's always hitting on all the men, so he knows.
Oh yeah, she's on the prowl. She needs a man. But like towards the end of the lunch where he was like so nice to all the kids and like answering their questions and just being, I was just like, I don't know what it is, but like in romance when the guy is just so nice to children, or if the love interest has a child and they're being like, you know, the best stepfather ever, that just like melts my heart.
Because
like I'm watching
it's true in real life.
For that.
Yeah,
it's so cute. I'm watching Lucifer at this point in time, and I'm on season 2.
Oh, it's
and
so
the
good.
fact, and like, the main character has a daughter, and like Lucifer is like, oh, it's like it's a child, and like acting like so afraid of her, and like she was like, here, go fetch her. It was so funny. It's hilarious. It was like, oh my god, I love this so much.
Why didn't you tell me about this? You need to text me all your thoughts. I won't respond to them because I'm sure I'll give you a spoiler, but oh my god.
I've been watching Chloe and Lucifer videos like on YouTube. I was like, I know they're gonna get together, and I want to see the scenes. You know, like I don't want to wait for it, and so I'm spoiling myself.
I was like, do you want me to tell you what season they get it together?
Like the last season. Yeah.
You got ways to go, my friend. But the banter between the two of them, it's like the perfect tension, like leading up to it, and then people get in the way.
I know.
But they have such good
I've been watching all kinds of stuff on YouTube, so I'm spoiling myself because I just want to see the scenes. I want to see with my eyeballs, and I don't want to wait for it. So yeah, that's.
I can just listen to that man talk. He doesn't even have to like.
He's got a good voice. Yeah.
Good voice. But yeah, so and Joe is actually enjoying it. I mean, he's laughing at some parts. So
it's good.
But I was just like, okay, so it's like I love like paranormal, like, because I love Supernatural, Charmed, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like, those are the kinds of shows that I like. So it's like the fantasy paranormal aspect, Lucifer, there's magic, angels, things like that. So it's like, it has something that I like. And then Joe likes the cop dramas. So I was just like,
perfect combo.
Worlds, and it's hilarious. So.
I love the murder. I love that he just like tries to how he solves them. I know that we're not talking about the book. We could literally have a Lucifer. I was so floored with that. It's such a great. Oh yes.
But yeah, okay. Sorry.
I feel like
I just feel like we just tangent, Everybody knows this. I feel everybody knows
Yeah.
this.
You don't know
Tune
that
in
by
for the
now.
tangent.
I know,
You
but I
don't
was
know
ready
this
to go
by
off
now.
hard and be like, "Oh, here's all this over here." But now I'm like, no, try and focus a little bit. Say quick thoughts and then move.
I can't remember the actor's name, but I love the guy that plays his brother because I've seen him in so much stuff. I can't think of his actual name, but I love him.
The guy that
B
plays
Woodside,
Ezekiel?
something B something Woodside.
Yeah, I love
He was
him.
actually he actually was in the last season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's where I remember. That's the first time I saw him was in Buffy.
Buffy, same.
And I loved him.
Yeah.
I
mean, he was okay in Buffy.
because they do. My friend does a podcast about Buffy and Angel and all that.
Oh, cool! That's awesome. What's the name of the podcast?
Slayer Fest '98.
Oh, I
DB Woodside.
fucking love that. Okay,
Slayer Fest '98, and it's two of my really good friends from back home.
That's
Nice.
honestly the best name for a Buffy podcast. That's hilarious.
Slayer Fest '98.
Slayer Fest '98.
Do they dedicate an episode to each episode of the show?
Mm-hmm. That
awesome.
And what's his name? James Marsters was on one of the episodes. So they lost their, like, being Buffy fans, they lost their shit.
Oh, I
like,
bet.
Like they were like,
he so would just be on
he's
a
adorable.
podcast.
And like he shouts them out all the time on Instagram. So like, yeah, it's so cute. I'm like,
that's
adorable. You just seem like an adorable person.
He's so nice. I just know he's just the nicest person.
And he narrates a bunch of books too.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
I was
He
like,
narrates
why did I know
Cassandra Clare's books.
Does he?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know he does the Dresden Files ones. I'm not into Dresden, so that's not my bag.
Why does that sound familiar? Dresden Files.
Jim Butcher?
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
Yep.
I was like, you're gonna tell me something about it, and I'm like, that's. I finished 2 audiobooks today. I know this is completely random, but I'm very proud of
What
myself.
other book?
Wait, what'd you say?
What other book?
Okay, so yeah, this was one of them. And then the other one was a book that I started back in February, and I've been like slowly chunking away at it. But the second book in the From Blood and Ash series, because I wanted to get through it because I was at 78%, and I was like, I just need to finish this. Like, it's not that it's not interesting, it's just that I have library books coming through, and I'm like, I should probably read these first because I already own the audiobook for From Blood and Ash too. What is it even called? Kingdom of Flesh and
Fire.
Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're so chunky. They're so big.
But they only get longer.
But get the audio, get the ebook and then get the audio book.
That's what I did because one of my book clubs read when we were still doing in-person book clubs. Before COVID, they did In Blood and Ash, or the first one.
Blood and Ash, yeah.
Yep.
But they always end on such a cliffhanger, and I'm like, God, no, I wanted to start the third one.
It's so dramatic. It's like dun dun dun.
That's how they get you. And I was like, gosh, if this book had any semblance of an ending, I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't care if there's more books, I'm just gonna be done. But they ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm just like,
I need the information.
No.
The one part that aggravates me to death, and I'm not pleased her Jennifer Armentrout fans don't come for me. But if I read or heard "Oh my gods" one more time in that freaking first book, I was gonna lose my shit. I was like, I can't.
I cannot.
Stop.
Yeah, she actually says a lot as well. A lot.
I don't notice it as much when I break it up over 3 months. So
that's true.
When you binge it over 4 days, you're like, if I hear "Oh my gods" one more time, I'm gonna break the phone.
More dang time. That's so funny. Okay, getting back to the book.
We talked about we talked about it for a solid 20 minutes about all the great scenes. Like I don't know how much more there is to talk about.
I really liked the scene where he was given the goose. I think it was watermelon or something.
Yeah.
Don't tell them that I gave
watermelon.
Got this whole act that the goose hates me.
But really, he's just looking for watermelon.
Yeah, befriended it.
And then he comes back when she's trying to get out of the library.
And she's like, the goose is here. And he's like, he wants watermelon. Like, we know. Like, he wants watermelon. Oh, I loved it. Love it. So funny.
The only
Actually,
thing
you know what? I think I'm going to give this a solid 4 stars. I think
yeah. The more we talk about it, the more I'm like, it's got to be a 4. I was thinking 3.5, but now we're going over like all the stuff from the beginning. I'm like, I forgot about that. Like, it was so freaking cute. So yeah, I think it's a solid 4 for me though. As well.
Is it like the third act breakup? I feel like happened so late in the book that it wrapped up too quickly.
That did.
Mm-hmm.
That was like I really liked the beginning part of it. I just feel like it wrapped up so quickly for as long as we were in the story. Like
that's what I said. Like he gave in so quickly. Like when his cousins came and talked
to
him, and said, like he was being like an idiot for not, forgiving Fiona, and he was like, "Yeah, you're right. It wasn't even that much of a fight."
And he kept on saying, "Just get the fuck out of my house," and they were like, "You're just being stupid." Like,
I think he had like a solid bottle of whiskey at that point, though, so I think he's a little bit more. What is it? Amenable? Is that the word we're looking for?
Yeah,
he had time to think on what a jerk he'd been.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. What he said to her, I was like, I don't even know.
I would not forget him that quickly.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, she's talking to a friend and she's like, yeah, I know he was totally mean, but I kind of get it. It's like, what?
I kind of get it. I would. I'd be like, that's rude.
I literally.
That was my other issue. She was too like
forgiving.
Like, oh, maybe it's this. Oh, maybe it's that.
Well, I think maybe it's just because, she did kind of keep that from him and she was having those thoughts where it's just like she really needs to tell him. And, because as they're falling in love, she's like, okay, I really need to clear the air because I don't want this to be based on quote unquote a lie. Right. And so like, I think that's why she forgave him so quickly. Ruger, stop crying. He doesn't like walking on this floor. Oh, no. And his ball is just out of his reach inside the room. So he's like, he sees it and he wants to get it, but he's scared. So he's crying about it.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's one of the things that bothered me. I literally was just like, because I was doing my paint by numbers at this point, just like listening to it. And he said, I don't remember what exactly he said, but I literally stopped and I was like, you did not just say that. Like, nobody's around, but I was talking back to the book, like, you have to, like, I'm going to open you later and you better have something different to say because that was unacceptable.
It was uncalled for.
I was eating lunch and I literally like went,
yeah.
Like, I was just like,
jaw-dropping moment for sure.
I was like, wow, Dixon, wow. Chloe said,
sorry, I would not be able to date someone whose name is Dixon.
Yeah.
Because of that. Like, no.
I would be able to date him, but I would be constantly making fun of his name the entire time.
But you could just shorten it to Dix, right? That makes it better, right?
Oh my gosh, it makes it so much worse. I could take 5 dicks, that's all.
Yeah.
And honestly, he would just have to accept it as another person.
What are you drinking?
My margarita again. And I didn't have dinner before here. So honestly, earlier Nicole said, oh God, what did you say? You said something very innocent and like very like nonchalant, but all of a sudden, like I heard a quote from a movie. I almost like internally died of laughter and I was going to say something, but then the moment passed and I forgot about it until just now. And I was wanting to say, I've had 2 sips of this margarita and I'm already like,
have you eaten is the question.
I had a very, very big lunch. So that was my reasoning for it.
You always say that, but you obviously
I had a Big Mac and a large fry, okay? There was nothing else entering this body for like at least 8 hours.
What did you eat?
A Big Mac.
And then I had a coupon for $1 large fry. So I was like, okay. And then I just skipped the meal portion. So I had a drink at home. So I was like, I'll just drink whatever's here.
Did you get a Dr. Pepper? I don't even know.
I had a Dr. Pepper at home. I had a Dr. Pepper at home.
Okay. You're forgiven.
That one, Dr. Pepper is definitely superior.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Chloe says Fiona's family was so into hockey that even her grandma was yelling at Dixon when he said he liked the other team.
That was cute. And then she brought him into the other room. It's okay. I was in the moment.
Got carried away.
Yeah. It's like, Grandma, you were yelling at him too.
We'll try to talk some sense into him.
The grandma was so sly though, because Fiona was trying to be like, how do I get him to touch it? And then the grandma was just like, maybe you should rub it into her hands.
She's like, you really got to rub it in.
They're like, no.
said you
just
really
left
gotta
without
rub
saying
it in good.
goodbye.
Yeah.
She was just like, Dixon, can you massage this into her hands? Because she's not doing it hard enough. Oh my god.
Grandma has to sell her own goods. Oh my gosh, I want to know what story they told before they got there, though, because they
With
were
the mimosas?
Yes.
But also with the hand massaging, Grandma was literally right there, and she's moaning out loud, and
Right.
Grandma is
I'm like,
right
girl,
there. I was like,
put
oh
your
my.
libido like in a box for an afternoon. It's not gonna kill you.
I was like, oh my god,
Jesus.
that's so funny.
Well, and she kept thinking,
I'm like,
yeah, she
I
kept
could
thinking of
never
her
come back
grandma
here again.
in opportune
I would
moments.
never be able to look at my grandmother in the face.
Never.
It's about grandma, not orgasms. Wait, why did I say that so close together?
Why did I say grandma and orgasm so close
But she
together?
okayed it in her brain. I'm like, that's not okay.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Oh
Oh.
gosh, that's too priceless.
Yeah, but all in all, this book was hilarious.
Yeah.
This is the book I needed. I've been reading a lot of like heavy stuff, and I'm like, I needed
Needed a
something.
break.
Yeah.
I started on Avery Flynn like in the midst of lockdown, like so her books
You
got me
needed a
through
mental
some
break.
rough weeks.
Got you through it.
Aaron, what would you say is your favorite Avery Flynn book?
You just took the question I was gonna
I was like, what's next on my list?
I'd say it would be Parental Guidance.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the first in the Ice Knights trilogy.
Oh, you were telling me about this.
Yeah,
The hockey team, right?
So and it has to do with the Bramble app too. So Bramble's doing this promotion for the app to try and get it out there, and so they're doing this thing that like two people's parents are going to pick their date for them or whatever, and they have to.
Yeah, the quote on the front cover says, "My mom took over my dating apps. Help, apps,
apps, plural. Help."
That sounds awesome. Okay, yep.
Oh no, Parental Guidance is what it's called.
Yeah,
it's on Hoopla, at least in Arizona. So check there.
Okay, I'll check my Hoopla.
It's only like 6 hours, so it'll be a nice, good, quick read.
It'll be a 1 day read.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. That was the issue I was having with this series. My Hoopla had the next two, but not the first one.
Oh, see,
and I'm
ours.
like,
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because I just looked ours up because I was like, oh yeah, I'll try and check on Hoopla to see if they have it. They have the second one on ebook, but they didn't have it on audiobook unless if I didn't search for it right. Nicole's shake of the head confirms that I was not searching incorrectly. You know what I meant.
Yep. It's we just have the first book. We don't have the.
And the third one doesn't
but that's aggravating. Like, at least I mean I understand. But have the first one in the series.
At least have the first book. At least if you're gonna pick a book like for reals.
Yeah, they did that with the Geekorella series, where I love that one of them was like Bookish and the Beast. I think is the second one or something.
That's my favorite one.
I haven't read it yet, but because I had to get the first one with my regular library, and then I've just had so many other things since then, and I'm just like, okay, I'll get back to you eventually. But yeah, I need to do that later this year because now they're on Hoopla, the ones that I actually can read. So I need to be better about that.
For sure.
Oh, is that the hockey series where it's like all weird? Is that the hockey series?
Yeah. So that's the second in the Ice Knights, and then the Loudmouth I think is the third one. So.
Okay.
They sound cute.
Yeah, they've got it.
I wish they had the second one. I don't have time to read.
I don't have time to read with my eyeballs.
I was like, I finally got a chance to do some audiobooks. Now I'm like, oh, I got to get back into this. This is my jam. This is where I'm at.
It's my favorite thing to do when I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mom thinks I'm weird because she's a music listener, and I'm like, Mom, that's how I get through so many books.
You know, sometimes I used to clean with music, and then I have like Disney and show tunes come on, and it turns into a concert for one, and like no cleaning gets done because I'm convinced that I can hit some of the notes in those show tunes. Convinced.
And then you're glad it's a concert for just one, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I tried.
Unless you're singing in the shower.
No one heard my voice crack like that.
I know. I was like, I'm glad nobody was here to witness my voice cracking like a 12-year-old boy.
Just get in the shower. I don't know what it is, but there's a magical ability about the shower where the notes I can't hit anywhere else, like in the shower, I'm like, ah.
It's the acoustics of the walls. That's what it
It's
is.
gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm just like 100% Jen, because I can hit some notes in the shower that I was just like, I surprised myself. I'm like, sorry.
I've never hit you before.
Why do they get
I
the
really
audiobooks
do
when I'm
belong
done
on
reading the book in the library when I've been looking for like a month?
Now
they have it.
Now they have it. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah,
Because
I'm like, you could have had it a week ago when I needed it.
Yep.
that's my luck. That's my 100% luck right there.
But, if it's worth a reread, having the audiobook on hand is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I sent I think I let Nicole know. I was like, the day you sent me what we were doing, I was like, it's on Chirp. Grab it.
Oh my God. This is what started my Chirp obsession now, because now I'm on it too much and I'm like, what's new here
But you can
today?
get good stuff on there.
Yep.
For,
Better
like
than Audible.
nothing.
You just have to wait for it.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm ready for a deal.
And you gotta grab it while it's hot, because
Otherwise,
You
it's
can get
gone.
there tomorrow and it won't be there.
Any fave quotes in this book? Me is knowing where I live is a privilege, not a right. Right? He's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
I'll
like
take you home. And, I was like, no.
But at least he
And
was like,
she's
that-
like, please
he
don't
said
be a
that's
serial
fair.
killer. And he was like, I'll try my best.
Try.
I did love their
I'll try my
conversation
best.
after this, though, where she's just like, you've never had someone follow you home or get on a bus and then, like, ironically get off the bus after you. And I'm just like, that is, I hate to say, like, very, very true. Like, if you're not paying attention to your surroundings, that could be very dangerous. So I'm glad that she said that. And she was like, you better, like, walk away. I'll text you when I get into my abode. Well, she should have. She should have.
That's why I always have my keys out.
Oh, yeah. She even said that in
Always.
the book where she
Yeah.
has her keys, like, in between her fingers. I was like, yeah, absolutely.
I had a friend who got me, it's in the shape of a cat, but the ears are really pointy. So if you put your fingers where the eyes are and you hold it, if someone came at you, you could jab them really hard and go.
Yeah.
So when I'm walking in my car, I do that. But I also feel like I look very threatening when I do that.
You're just
Good.
like walking with like a
Nobody's
clenched
knock on
fist.
wood.
It's a deterrent. It's a deterrent. They're going to think twice because you're not a quote unquote easy target anymore.
Yeah.
So I pay attention. I got my eyeballs everywhere.
Yep.
I only unlock the one door because I know when I have to double click to unlock everything. And as soon as I get in the car, I lock them all. Or if I have to put groceries in my car, I go onto the opposite side, put them in the back seat, lock it while I'm walking around, and then unlock the one door. It's a sad world that we live in that we have to do that. But
We have to do that, yeah.
Sad day.
I've seen too many videos that scare the hell out of me, and I'm not. I don't want to be one of those videos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. It's. I was talking with Lane, and they read something about a guy that talks with. I don't know what he does. He tries to convey feminist ideas to men that don't quite get them, and so this big scary guy, or just scary in appearance, bigger guy. He's like, I'm a nice guy. I don't know why women are always afraid of me. And he's like, I wouldn't hurt them. And it's like, yeah, but do you shoot guns? Do you have guns? What's the first rule of a gun? Treat everyone like it's loaded. It's like you have to treat every man like they could assault you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's for sure.
My one
I think
friend,
I've seen that one. Aaron.
My one friend stopped like grabbing me from behind to hug me because I lost my shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, you don't do that. Like, I know you're trying to be cute, but you don't do that. Like, what is wrong with you?
Because I don't have eyes back there, and my life is in danger now. Fight or flight. I remember, like, when I watch those like defense videos where they try to teach you how to get out of certain holds and stuff. I'm just like, Joe, let me try this on you.
And like, paying for his like nose job when you break his nose.
Oh my gosh. It's like I tried the one where it's like if they're wearing they're wearing a shirt and then you try to like choke them with the shirt at what this like certain hold, and I'm just like, let me try this on you.
How realistic is this?
That is one plus of having a dad that used to be an MMA fighter. He taught me some shit that
I would love to take
people don't think of, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my dad always told me, always hit with your elbow because it's the strongest bone in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Always hit with the elbow.
You're not going to break your fingers that way, too.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true.
Honestly, if you break your elbow and you get away, it's a win.
But if you
My dad broke
have
his
to
elbows when I was a
punch with
kid,
your
and it was
fist,
awful.
don't aim for the face. Aim for the soft parts so you don't break your hand.
Yeah.
And you're not
Kidneys.
supposed to put your thumb. Where are you supposed to put your thumb? Outside,
Where-
right?
outside. Do not put your thumb inside because you will break your thumb.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to remember all the things that I've like
This is
learned
great
over the
tips,
years.
guys. Great tips here. Chloe, you're so right. You can never be too careful, especially when you live alone, for
Mhm.
sure.
People
And
call
I'm
me
not-
paranoid. I'm like, I live alone. That's not paranoid. I lock
Be
No.
you.
careful.
Being smart.
No.
I live alone. I'm not paranoid.
That's why I tell my friends to text me, or I'll text you when I get home.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen on the way home. Maybe I got to take a stop somewhere and something doesn't
See,
go
that's
well.
what freaks me out is I'll do that with friends and then they'll forget. And I'm like, are
I'm
you
guilty.
okay?
I'm guilty.
And
of
then
that.
they're like,
I'm
oh,
so
I fell
guilty of
asleep when
that,
I got home. I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'm thinking someone murdered you in a freaking ditch. Like,
I'm thinking you're in a ditch somewhere. Mama always told me about the ditches.
I had a friend send me a video about that where it was a confrontation. Like a guy was like, you were supposed to text me when you got home. And it was his other dude. So it was like they're making fun of it. And he's like, I got home. I had to put the kids to bed. Like I had to talk to the wife. Like I went to bed. I fell asleep. And they had this like whole argument. And he like huffed off. He's like, well, I'm going to leave. And he's like, okay, text me when you get home. It was the girl. I'll try to find it and then send it to you guys. But she sent it a while ago. But I literally died laughing because the whole thing was text me when you got home. He was so outraged too in the video. He's just like, damn it.
but it's
That was
become
a
habit.
tequila
Like, I say
laugh.
it to
That was a
everybody. Text me
tequila
when you get
laugh.
home. It's just become habit.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Jen and I have been friends for years, and sometimes I forget to tell her that I'm home. Sorry, Jen.
I usually start sending text messages and I like blow up the phone too. I'm just like, did you get home? Are you okay?
You okay?
Do I need to be
But
worried?
it's on Do Not
Should I call
Disturb.
Joe?
You're on.
Right.
You're on Do Not Disturb.
I'll call you twice.
Uber now.
I'll call you twice.
That's the one thing I like with Uber now. You can share your route with whoever.
Yes.
Like when I was living back at home with my dad, I'd be like, "This is where I'm at. This is the car I'm in." Like you don't have to, because it was right after the girl she was from Philly, but she was killed in South Carolina because she was drunk and got into the wrong car thinking it was an Uber. And it was the same model car.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
gosh.
And she was like 22 years old, and my dad's like, I'm like, Dad, I don't drink and get into Ubers anyway.
If I drink too much, I just go to sleep on my bed, like, or stay where I'm at and say, hey, someone wrap me in a blanket and wake me up in an hour.
Or like that was the thing. Like even when I was in college, I'd be like, Dad, I drank too much. I'm staying at so and so's house. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've always had my parents tell me too, like if you ever drring too much, call us. I don't care if it's at 2 a.m. Like I'll come and get you. Like,
I don't care if I'm
home.
pissed off at you because you're underage drinking. I will come get you.
Yeah.
Even when I'm overage drinking.
Right.
I'm overage drinking. Honestly, Jen, you could call me, but it would probably go.
I'll call you 3 times, okay? Twice is not good enough. If you don't answer that first time, I'll be like, she didn't hear this.
The one that was the worst is I got home, and then my dad like bought an extra bolt for the door and put it on that day and didn't tell me. He went to bed because he had the kids, and I'm like I don't want to bang the door because I know the babies are sleeping, but like
I have to get inside.
I had to I'm like, Dad, I can't open the door. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, you have another lock on the door.
Let me come outside your window and just tap for a little bit until you wake up. Hello? I'm out here.
Hey, William.
And it was like 4 weeks after he moved into his new house. So I'm like, I don't know where shit is.
Any guess
what the hide key was?
Chloe's asking, any guess what their grandma's present is? Chloe's like, let's get back to the book.
I think the grandma is like super clever, and I have this idea that it's just going to be like an empty box with like a note, thinking that they did something very, like she knew that she was gonna go, and she just had this one gift, and she's like, you know what, my gift to them is going to be, let's let you figure out how to open it and be like, here's your life journey, you're welcome.
Or it'll be snarky, it'll be like, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all married with kids.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
fell into my plot, yes. My
Right.
tangled
She knew, and it's gonna be like a box of baby clothes or something. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your baby shoes.
Yeah.
That would be adorable.
I think it's just gonna be it has to be something clever like that. Because what else?
It's gotta
You
be.
can't have a 3-book series and then open this gift and have it be like a pair of socks. Because you'd be like, what? A pair of socks?
I'm sorry.
This is
I come
worse
from
than
a
the
competitive
Powers.
family, and I'm not this freaking competitive. Like I
Right.
come from a competitive family, and I'm not like that.
Yeah, no.
Damn, that's a different level of freaking competitive.
I know. He's like, I gotta win. It's just about winning. I'm like, it kind of reminded me of Ricky Bobby. If you're not first, you're last. It's like, son, I was drunk when I said that. You can be second, third,
fourth. And it was in the Applebee's parking lot.
Oh, it's such a stupid movie.
But I laugh every time, even though it's so stupid.
So dumb. Oh gosh. Oh, hilarious.
That's good. Yeah, the more we talk about this, I'm like, maybe I need to give it like 4.5. Because the more we talk about it, I'm like, there were a lot of really cute parts, but I don't know why. Like when I initially finished it, I was like, okay, that was a good time. 3.5. Now we're going back through it, and I'm just like, definitely a 4. Now I'm like, is it 4.5? Like,
It is 5
know.
stars.
I'm so lost now.
Honestly, I think
I definitely think
that's
it's
why I
definitely a
wait.
book that needs to sit with you. Like,
I think that's why I wait to do my rating until after we have these discussions, because
Me too.
sometimes it's just like we talk about it, we talk it through, and it's
You can always change your rating. I always put a rating in there so I don't forget what my initial thought was. But yeah, after a few days, I'll be like, let's maybe do it. I didn't feel like it was a 3. I was just like, I'm not gonna say 3 and it's a 3.5 because it was a good enough read on its own. But now I'm thinking like, oh, is 4 enough? Like,
it's 4 enough.
This is really cute. Keep talking, guys. Let's get it up there. Who knows? By the end of this, it'll be a 5.
It's just been a very long time since I've laughed that much.
Yeah.
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 Like you get giggles and all that stuff, but like I was like outwardly laughing. My neighbors thought insane.
Mouth open, head thrown back, cackles. It was going on. And Aaron's like, you're falling into my plot. Like, I wanted you to rate this 5 stars.
Yeah. You just need to give it 5 stars. That's it. That's the answer.
Chloe says, exactly. I totally agree. It's probably something like winning isn't everything love is. Oh, like her grandma's note in there? Yeah.
That'll be adorable.
You're probably
so
right.
good. Chloe, I hope you're right.
Since winning is literally their family. And he like turned it into Latin just to have some like air. I was like, come on.
Hoity-toity about it.
I know. Oh, so
I love when like romances have the families that are like way too in your business, because that's how a lot of families are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Chloe, what did you rate it? I'm just gonna let you answer because I know there's a delay.
We'll wait.
We'll wait for you.
Nicole, what does your shirt say?
It
says to figure this out for a while.
It says Ogleby Sand Dunes.
Okay.
Because that's where we camp when we go to the sand dunes.
I like the tie-dye.
Tie-dye, yeah.
I really like it too.
I love tie-dye.
I just got it this last time we went to the dunes. So.
Oh, nice.
I've actually never been camping.
Never?
Mm-mm. Right. But I would need to do like the high-end camping. I'm not gonna. My butt is not gonna be on some cold ass ground with a sleeping bag.
Yeah, we glamp. The glamping.
That's I need a toilet. I'm sorry. I need a toilet.
Oh, yeah. We have running water, a shower,
I need a toilet.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I ain't doing it either. I'm done. I did tent camping as a child.
Yep.
Until we got like the tent trailer, which you still needed to have like some sort of porta potty, because even though you had like there was no bathroom in there. But ever since I got like a fifth wheel with a bathroom, I was like, I'm not going back.
I could the Callaways.
I just could not go to the bathroom in the woods. I did it once because I had to.
Sometimes
I was traumatized. I was like, It was a house party when we were teenagers. I was like
too much air. How do you do that?
Well, honestly,
Nope.
we're camping, but we're more than likely on a trail riding somewhere in the middle of the forest. So we're drinking heavily while we're out there. So we are putting down some liquid. So yeah, I still pee in the woods for sure. And I was just like, hey, it ain't nothing you haven't seen before. If it is, throw $1 at it, okay? Like, what do you want me to do?
Was so funny. My friend knew how uncomfortable I was, so he because the toilets in the house were like getting fixed, so they were all messed up. He actually went and got me toilet paper because he knew how uncomfortable I was. He's like, I know you're uncomfortable to pee in the woods, but here is toilet paper.
That's a good thought.
You know me too well.
Chloe said 3.5. I like it. Awesome. I love Griff. Definitely gonna be. Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely gonna be continuing on with the series. Yeah, I want to know if he's book number 2. I'm reading it immediately.
Because I know Neanderthal is the second one. Let's see.
Say Griff.
Okay, I'm just gonna read it because by the time I figure out who it is, I don't even see a name on here. So I may be the last man standing. Competition with my cousins, but 5 minutes around Kinsley. What this? Wait, Kinsley was a different one, right?
Kinsey
was all it took to take myself out. Who cares about bragging rights when you just found the woman you're gonna marry? Sure, she may work for.
Okay, yeah, I went to a review. A Lego nerd who is also ripped and tattooed. So yes, this is Griff, and I'm reading it immediately.
Which one?
Okay.
Neanderthal, which is book number 2.
Okay.
And we could have probably looked at the picture.
Oh
you
yeah.
can't tell from here. He is tattooed in that one.
Mm-hmm.
True, but he's not super buff. I mean, they could have chosen a buffer guy. I'm just saying.
Nicole, what do you want? Jason Momoa?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm a former Boy Scout and I'm a city boy, and I was really nervous to use the bathroom in the woods because I was so uncomfortable.
It's awkward.
Honestly, yeah. Such shade. Listen, William, I know what I want. You can't describe a man a certain way and then not have. I hate when the model on the cover doesn't match the description in the book. Okay.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry, but these models for these covers are like ridiculous. Like, yes, please.
What state was this in? They told us before. We got to move there or visit.
I know. It's like they know how to.
Billionaires. I'll take it.
They know how to grow them there. I'm just saying.
I just love that he's a tattooed science nerd, though. Like that's
It's so like juxtaposition. I love that.
Well, it kind of hinted at it that he was like made fun of for being like a nerd in his young, so he spends all his time working out and getting tattoos.
So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get buff. See who's laughing now. Now, yeah, you're a hot nerd.
I'm a sucker for guys with like full sleeve tattoos.
Really?
I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, but I am.
Doesn't make sense. Oh, true. I feel you, Nicole. I'm the same way with my female celebrity. See, you gotta do it.
And I really like both narrators of.
Yeah,
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
I really
one thing that I didn't like about the guy was occasionally when he was trying to do Fiona's voice, is he would go too high pitch, and I was like,
occasionally, yeah, it wasn't constant though, which was.
It
nice.
wasn't constant. So it didn't, But yeah, I liked both the narrators. They were.
That's
great.
a lot of issues I have with some narrators that are like English narrators that try to do American accents. Like they over enunciate certain words, and you're just like, that's not how we say it. Like you can't listen to like 10 hours of them mispronouncing something. You're just like, stop.
Or a narrator who's not very good at accents tries to do accents.
Michael Kramer, who puts me to sleep.
Oh no.
He's awful.
Oh no. But yeah, sometimes it's like, well, at least they tried, right?
He sounds like a robot. Like
E for effort. And you heard
Alexa
that right.
on my Kindle sounds better.
E for effort. I'm a sucker for a woman who has red hair. I like red hair. I've never dyed my hair, but if I ever considered dyeing my hair, I would dye it red. And not just because it's my husband's favorite color.
I dye my hair red, but I was born with a full head of red hair. It just went to this brown color when I was like 4.
You probably have like in the light, you probably have still some of that, red shades. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's so funny because I'm like, where did the red hair come from? And then when I was a kid, my dad started growing a beard, and I'm like,
that's you.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
You.
It's like my dad has jet black hair, and I'm like,
and such random red beard.
Yeah, because my dad.
My buddy has red patches in his beard, even though he has black hair.
Weird.
Yeah,
like weird. That's where it came from.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
But my dad's Irish and Italian, so we don't know which side got what. Like,
I guarantee you the Irish side is red.
Yeah. Well, that's why I burn. I have freckles. I burn. My brother has that lovely olive skin tone that I would kill for, and he hands in 2 seconds. And I'm like, I hate you. I
hate you. Good British
and
accent.
I'm sitting there looking like a lobster after 10 minutes. I'm like,
lobster. Red is my favorite color too, ever since I was little. Yeah. My favorite color is blue, but everything in our house is red because
of Joe. I remember now.
Because of Joe. Yes, because
I'm not going to forget again.
Oh, that because when you were on the live where you didn't
my
know
defense
my favorite
in
color.
that is red. My favorite color is blue, like a tealish blue, any color blue except for pale. Like I don't like pastel colors. They're just not me. So whenever someone's like, what's your what do you think my favorite color is? I automatically want to say blue, but I'm just like, it's probably not because that's my favorite color. I just want to project that onto other people.
What do you think
your favorite color isn't blue. Your favorite color is teal.
Teal, blue, yeah. Alicia, I think you said purple, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Aaron, I don't think you told us what your favorite color is, so I'm going to have to pick like a color
green?
out of the blue. I was going to say green.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Aaron's like, I don't have a favorite color because I'm an adult.
If your kids had crayons and there was red, green, and blue, which one would you pick up?
Yeah, probably the green one.
Oh, here's Joe. Yeah, he's the reason for a lot of things.
See,
teal is a type of blue, but it's not blue.
That's why I'm surprised you liked the green dress. I thought you would have gone for the red dress.
I went for the red dress.
Yeah. Well, here's the sad part. I'm gonna have to get into my dad's lifted truck, so I'm gonna have to wear the longer dress.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, like, what are you doing with it? Because I knew that the teal one was shorter, so I was like, depending on if it's a windy day, you might have to go with the red one.
I'm like, I would love to be able to pull off like a Marilyn Monroe moment, but that's not me.
Not me either. If I show too much of my legs, I get self-conscious, and I'm like, woo. You see more light of day than forever.
Honestly, like, Jen,
I feel you on that one.
We've been friends for how long? And you literally just saw me in shorts for the first time, like last week.
When did
Chris live in Arizona? What is what?
I wear jeans 24/7. I do not show my legs.
Because usually when you go inside, the air conditioning is cranked so high that you need the jeans. Like you only need the shorts when you're outside. So unless if you plan to be outside, and at that point you just wear yoga pants and they breathe pretty well.
That's true.
I used to be so self-conscious of my scars on my legs that I would wear those like board shorts, the really long ones. Now I couldn't care less. When I was younger, I would wear the extra long shorts so my scars wouldn't show. But now I couldn't care less. Like, if you don't like me, look the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's your
honestly,
problem.
It's like I wear pants when I'm outside. When I'm in my house by myself, I don't wear pants. So I'm not wearing pants right now, so I can't stand up. So because it is literally 150 degrees.
My house is on 67 at all times because it's too hot.
67.
Yeah.
How do you pay that electric bill?
It's actually nothing.
Look at this cute little moment happening. You can't see it. It's too bright.
I was like, I can't see it.
It's actually not that bad.
Dragon patches. They're just snuggled. Normally, they try to get him to clean. Like, they love to get up in his face, and they just, like, demand a bath. And he does. He cleans them all the time. And I'm just like, buddy, like, you're going to need water, like, for sure. But now they've gotten days where they just kind of, like, lay next to each other. So cute. Okay, sorry. I'll stop talking.
No, it's super
fine.
cute.
I'm just laughing at Ruger trying to get his ball in here.
Still trying.
Still trying, but now Joe's home, so his focus has shifted. I love wearing shorts because I don't get cold. I don't get cold easy either. You can ask my husband. I radiate heat like a furnace,
That's
but
me.
I'm wearing pants.
Yeah, that's me. I'm always hot. So everybody always comes in my house and is like, it's like a polar ice cap in here. And I'm like, I'm sweating my ass off.
And I'm very hot. So.
Yeah.
You should wear capris. It's a good half.
I love
point.
capris.
Yeah.
The biggest problem for me though is because I'm so short, capris look like pants on me.
They're just
roll
pants.
them.
They're just pants. Yeah.
Because I'm only 5'3".
That's true.
I'm short.
Not that bad though, because I think I'm only like 5'5". I don't even know my official. I went to the doctor the other day, and they're like, "How tall are you?" And I was like, "Aren't you supposed to like measure me to tell me?"
Aren't you supposed to know?
Official answer at this point.
Asking me these questions.
I would just love
Jen.
to gain a couple more inches so I could reach stuff in my cabinet. That'd be great. I had to use one of those old lady grabbers because I'm too short.
Oh, lady
awesome.
girl. Jen,
But
we're
some
the
of
same height. I'm 5'7".
Are we okay? I
Yeah.
feel like 5'7" is really tall, but 5'7", I believe it.
Yeah, we're 5'7".
I would kill to be 5'7". I wouldn't have to be on my tippy toes to grab stuff out of my cabinet.
Well, they make cabinets so tall. What is the purpose
that's
of
what I'm
having that
saying.
top
Like-
shelf? There's no reason.
I'm not trying to like.
He got the ball, y'all. He got it.
Ooh, he's,
Oh,
he's in there too.
Yeah, now he's trying to leave. No, he's like, I'm just laying down.
I'm not
He's like, I'm
gonna
gonna
fight
get
with
used
it.
to this one way or another.
Exactly. Five. Oh, I think I knew this. I knew this one because we talked about this on another live. So, Aaron, how tall are you? We know everybody else's height.
Well, I'm a little older now, so I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm losing height. So the last time I was at the doctor and they measured me, they're like 5'11" and a half. And I was like, you want to maybe try that again?
Are you sure I'm not 6 foot? Are you sure?
My dad.
I remember I was 6'1" at one point.
You were 6'1" at one point? Oh my god. I don't know why. Just like I've said this like 50 million times, but I just like whenever like YouTube, my YouTube friends, like if I don't meet you in real life, I just think you're the exact same height as me.
Yeah.
So
People
Height,
assume
weight,
I'm
age.
taller than I am. I don't know if it's because of the way I sit, but people always assume that I'm taller.
Ah, interesting. Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Nicole. If someone asks me how old are you, I'm like, I don't know. We're hanging out, so you 32.
are you just my age?
They're like, no, I'm 65, and I was like, fooled me.
Things just make me
65
feel
and you
so
look
old now,
32.
though.
You've got a great life.
I became friends with this one friend of mine, and I'm like, what year were you born? And he was like 1998, and I was like, oh my god, you just made me feel so old. Like, you just made me feel so old.
But
My
I mean,
God.
is that a bad thing though? I think about the person I was in my 20s and what an idiot I was, and it's like,
Yeah.
do I want to be young again?
No.
I
No,
would
I
not go
don't.
backwards ever. No, 30 has been, as much as I wake up and I'm like, ow, I hurt, and all I've done was sleep. Like, I feel like I'm living my best life right now. I hated, like, thinking back. I didn't hate my 20s. I thought I was happy and everything, but I look back on it and I'm like, I knew nothing. I was stupid.
I would like to go back to my 20s with stuff that I know now. If that's
Yeah.
Tell
possible.
myself to travel. I'd also tell myself not to take a job at a call center. I'd say shoot for hire.
Shoot
But-
for hire.
Not that there's
Never
anything
too late,
wrong
Jen.
with it.
Never too late. That's exactly true. But you know,
True.
it's just like
I'm trying to find ways to move up within the company because it's a great company. I just customer service. I'm good at it, and that's the thing is where it's just like, well, where would you go? I feel really old now.
but we did find out that he is actually a legal adult. So.
Oh, that's true.
That was like my biggest when we were having that live. I was like, "Oh my god, please don't tell me you're 17. Oh my god, please don't tell me you're 17." Oh god. And then the song popped on, and I was just like, I don't think I've ever turned so purple in my life. I was so like, of all the lives, mother, of all the
Yeah,
lives,
Dick Red Island was not the one to join.
why?
That was the
She's
best.
like, I did it on purpose because I knew it would freak you out. I'm like, just stop.
Oh, that was the best. Oh my gosh, that was the best. That was like honestly my best live of the year so far, just because that happened. Lots of people think I'm 15 because I'm 5'2", but I'm already mid-20s.
Yeah.
I used to get the same thing too. People always thought I was 16, and I'm like, I'm 23, 24, 25. Because I'm so short.
So short.
Yeah, everyone thought I was 14 until I grew facial hair. And
That's true. Yeah, it's like, honestly, like, I think it was like, I was like training at another job, and the guy who was training me, I literally thought he was like my age, but then he was just, and I was like, oh, why aren't you a server? Why are you doing this? And he was like, well, I'm legally not allowed to serve because I can't, serve. You have to serve to be able to serve alcohol. You have to be at least 19. I was like, you're not 19. I literally thought you were 26 because he had like a full face of hair. I was just like, holy shit.
And it's so funny because my brother cannot grow facial hair to save his life. And he gets so self-conscious about it. I'm like, it's fine. He's 26. I'm like,
I was like, he can take the hairs that I grow.
There you go. I get him under here. I get him under my chin. I'm like, you can take these.
Isn't that the worst? I'm like, I already have like a time of the month. I got hair everywhere else. I got to take care of. Like, let's just not add it to the face, okay? Come on.
Jen's like, I have to shave 3 times a day. That 5 o'clock shadow.
Well, yeah, I'm Italian, so yeah, that's
I'm
I
at least lucky that I have light arm hair. I got that.
Holy cow!
Oh my god, 4th grade. Wow.
Your hormones were working overtime.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, that's so
What were they
funny,
feeding
Jen.
you in grade school?
Well, that's another thing is like everything that they feed kids now has so much preservatives in it. Like I was at the mall and I'm looking at this girl thinking she's like in her 20s and she's 13 and I'm just like,
yep,
she's built like she's 26.
Wow. Yeah, yes. That's so funny.
My brother can grow sideburns. That's it.
He's like, I got the sideburns down pat.
nice mutton chops going.
Yes, put my hair one right here. He would kill me right now if he was watching this. He would kill me, but I don't care.
He's not watching. It's fine.
He watches the next day while he's at work during his lunch.
Then it's fine. We'll just it's already passed. You can't
So
take
you'll
it
hear
back.
about it tomorrow.
Yeah, you're like, that's a problem for future.
Hi, Alicia's brother.
He never Asia. If you watch again, because he was like, I figured it was just as dorky as it was, but you need a. He was like, you need a microphone. You need to lift your head. Like he was very like he sent me like a whole paragraph of things I need to do to my computer to make myself look better.
Oh my god!
I was like, thank you.
We had fake food in elementary and middle school. Yep.
There was my favorite though. Like honestly, when they had chicken nuggets and those like really not even runny potatoes, but like the creamy mashed potatoes. My potatoes were the last thing I ate every time. I loved them so much. I honestly want to go back to middle school just to eat those potatoes.
No, you could not pay me to go back to middle school. Middle school was hell.
Just eat the potatoes though. Like I just want to have a job. Maybe that's my job.
In high school, but middle school was hell.
She didn't say she wanted to go back to actually go to middle school. She just wants the potatoes. She's just going to take the potatoes and leave.
Yeah, accurate.
That's what kills me. I asked my little brother. He's in pre-K. He's 5, and I said, "What's your favorite class in lunch?" He goes, or in school. He goes, "Lunch and then recess." I was like, "All right."
Lunch and recess.
Yep.
All right.
Nasty.
I mean, they weren't nutritional for you, but they tasted fantastic. At least they did it.
We were 8 years old. What did we like? We didn't have fine palates at 8 years old.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We did not have the sophisticated palates that we do now. Bree said,
you don't think Bree is here anymore, and then she calls back in?
Bree said, oh, hell no.
You didn't have very many options. Like, let's be real.
Is it the same mashed potatoes you used to get with that horrible piece of turkey that was like compressed?
Yeah, I didn't like the turkey. I only ate the
like,
they're like, would you like
square pizzas that they would
or when they used to go, I never liked Domino's, and I still to this day can't eat Domino's because that's what we ate on Fridays at school.
Oh,
like 10 years, and I smell it and I want to throw up. I'm like,
oh no,
like that is. And the same thing with Subway. I used to eat Subway a lot in college because that's what we had on campus. I got food poisoning from Subway. Still to this day, if I smell it, I can't.
Mhm.
And so, like, when you get food poisoning from a place, you never want to go back.
Yeah.
But here's the sad part.
Really?
My dad's company is now the proprietor that supplies them with the bread. My dad's bakery in New Jersey.
Oh.
I'm like, ah.
I
Can I
miss
support you another way because I hate Subway?
I hate Subway.
elementary school. We used to have a movie theater right down from our school, so they would have us all hold hands, and we would just walk to the movie theater, and it was the best because they would always give you like a little popcorn and a little soda. They'd hype us up. We'd watch the movie. We'd walk back like little crabs.
And be all hyped up all day long.
I never did that in middle school.
Me
What?
either.
Like, oh my gosh.
We did like a school trip to like a dinner theater thing, and that was it.
What'd you eat?
Never
Was it
did.
sushi?
We went
And
to
now I
the
was thinking like
sci-
fancy.
we went to
No,
the
it
science
was like,
center.
and
That's
then
where we
because
went.
it was a big deal because they had mocktails, and I was so excited because I could have a fake strawberry
Mocktails.
peppery. Like,
We went to the Arizona Science Center where we could touch the ball and your hair would stand up, and we thought that was the best.
I mean, that is
that's
still
only
pretty
New
cool.
Jersey.
Bree said if I told y'all what I eat in elementary, you would let us know.
I need to know.
Yeah. Please
I
tell
need to
us.
know now.
You
I
can't,
need to know
you can't
now.
leave us hanging with that. Just
Like we'll end on that. Like we'll just be angry, but it'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
Uh-huh.
We'd just be jealous because
I love
Yeah.
how it's devolved into food because I'm getting hungry now. And I'm
Hungry.
just like,
well, it always devolves into something.
devolve anyway. This like the lives devolve somehow.
always happens.
While we're waiting for Bree to answer what she ate in elementary school, the next live is To Catch a Killer by Julie and Lindsey on June 8th. And it's this. And if you guys look in the book here, it's actually dated. It's dedicated to our book club. So dedicated to the Who Picked This book club. And I just think that's the sweetest thing ever. Thank you so much. I can't wait to talk about this book. If you guys want to take a screenshot.
New Orleans food every day. Oh, I am upset.
I am.
Oh, that's amazing, Bree. Oh.
I was like, they have the best food in New Orleans.
I am very upset.
I'm
Gumbo
very
days are my
jealous.
favorite. And king cake days, king cake.
What?
Oh,
They gave you king cake.
oh, come on.
What I need to know is that when I have kids, I got to move to New Orleans. Got it. They're going to have the lunch that I never did.
You're welcome.
And then maybe I can get Julie to do another Kitty Couture book. Julie,
I
come out for research.
I love beignets, so I know if I have a beignet in New Orleans, like
You'll
it
never
will
go
be the
back.
best experience of my
I
life.
will probably be like 200 pounds heavier if I lived in New
Oh
Orleans.
my gosh.
Easily.
This is accurate. This is accurate.
Bree is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
hoping to make the live, but I have to see when we're driving back to Jersey.
This live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's up in the air.
Okay.
Depending
That's
on where I'll be.
But if I tag you, you have to come. That's the rule.
I know.
That's the rule.
It's the rule. I know.
That's the rule.
Karen's like, that's how I'm here every
I'll
week.
be prepared either way.
I just love that one time, Aaron, where you're just like, I know you tag me and all this stuff, but I really don't want to come for this book. I'm like, okay.
It was
Into
There Will
Darkness,
Be a
wasn't it?
Darkness.
There will be a dark. There will
Oh,
come a
no.
darkness. Yeah.
Oh, it was a good reason
I
you skipped
I
it.
noped out on that one so quick. I was like,
Cannot.
And after hearing your reviews, I was like, I'm glad I noped out. I was like, nope.
Yeah, I can't blame you at all for that one. Nope. I was fooled. I was bamboozled.
That's
Oh,
what bums you out. Like when you read a good cover, like a good synopsis,
Cover
and you're
by.
like,
Yeah.
that
for
book
sure.
is not that.
Yeah.
I know.
Mhm.
Says you would, Alicia, because you would walk everywhere. That's true. I just have to walk off my beignets.
Yeah.
It's like when you travel to Europe, you think that you're going to be eating all of this like crazy food and you just will gain a ton of weight, but you actually come home because you've lost weight because you walked Paris and 33,000 steps in one day.
Yeah.
But it was worth
One
it.
day.
Brie, my other boo, is here.
I would love to I need to get to Italy at some point.
Oh my God! Let me know when you want to go, because I will be there.
Here's the way we can game the system.
I love the game system.
The book is dedicated to our book club.
You can go for a reduced rate if you're on paper as my helper.
Let's do it.
But I do have one. I need to go to South Italy because that's where my family's from. So I need. My last name is Town in Italy, so I have to go there at some point.
Oh, that's exciting! Let's all do it.
Let's all go.
I was supposed to go for my 30th birthday, and then COVID hit.
Ugh, isn't that the worst?
Everything closed the week of my 30th birthday.
Oh, that's right, because your birthday's in March. How rude.
March 16th, everything closed.
Rude. Hi, Adrian. Alrighty. Well, I think we have.
About a book in a long time.
I know. Well, we did.
Well, how much do we really talk about the book though? 40 minutes.
Guys,
Yeah,
I was trying to
say.
give us credit. Okay, the margarita was saying we discussed the book for an hour and a half. All right.
Yes.
The margarita sees that time
we'll
as
stick
we
with
were
that.
talking about the book
We'll
the
go with
entire
it.
time. Yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night, Jen. It's fine.
It'll be a lemon chamomile tea.
A
Top off the night
chamomile
after the air
tea.
conditioning comes on for a hot minute.
I want y'all to stay on. How dare you?
Do your 24-hour lives like you used to on Saturdays. You would be on all day. I would get so much reading done when she would be on all day.
Yep, that's true.
True.
Margarita holds time. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how tequila works. Yes.
Accurate.
Happy early birthday, Bree! Because tomorrow's your birthday.
Oh, yeah, it's tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
We would sing, but I've been told that there are legal reasons we can't. So
We can't. It's copyrighted. But I will sing to you via text message.
Yeah. She laughed because the books I sent her, she was like, I opened it right up and I knew it was automatically from you because it was Stephen Graham Jones. I was like, yeah, that's me.
I miss those days. That's a tough commitment though, to be live all day.
Yeah. I don't know how you did it. I honestly don't.
I'm doing my hair. Awesome. I love it.
Yay.
You're welcome. The happy birthday song recently became public domain again.
Mm-hmm.
Did it really?
Yes.
Someone Google it.
Oh,
it did, so we could sing.
We could.
I'm not in the shower though, so I apologize.
I apologize in advance.
The vocals are not as great outside of the shower. Way to bring it full circle. That was way to go, me. Way to go, Margarita.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Nice.
I miss the years when the kids were so small that they got so excited that you were singing happy birthday that we had to relight the candle so we would sing again. And now they're like, please don't. Please don't.
I always made sure that I never went to the bathroom when we went to the restaurant on my birthday because I knew that that's when I was told that's when that happened. So I was like, I'm not doing it.
I was told that
And then-
when that happened.
Then that faltered because then my sister went to the bathroom and she went and found our waiter and she's like, it's my sister's birthday. She's not going to the bathroom, but I wanted to let you know. And
That's
the
what
worst
that's
part,
what my mother did the one year because I don't like, I'm not a big public person. Like, do not. That's embarrassing to me. Like, I'll turn like 80 shades of red.
And you're
And I'm
just
just
sitting
like,
there while people
no.
are singing happy birthday to you. Like, you don't
And
know
you
what to
can
do
tell
with
they
your
don't
hands
want
at
to
that
because they're not
point.
getting paid
Mhm.
enough. Like,
You're just like, that's why when the server would come over and be like, oh, it's your birthday. I'm like, it's not.
It's not.
It's really not.
We always
If
went
you
to
sing
Chevy's
for
and
me,
they
your
would give
tip
us
is going to be
sombrero.
awful.
I know. I was like, it's actually not. And everyone's like, don't let her lie to you. And I'm just like, look at my face. It's not.
You
It
can't
is
mess
not.
with Nicole. Nope.
You may not be in the shower, but you got the margarita. You got margarita.
This is
boys.
true. This is also true.
It just the tequila just makes it just like 2 times better. Honestly,
Right?
It's just,
Yeah.
that's
Why do
not.
you think they have karaoke nights at bars?
This is also true.
It's science. I don't make
I
the
can
rules.
flat out tell you there's not enough alcohol on the planet to make me sing in public.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh,
Okay,
there
well,
was
if
one
we-
night for me. and it was horrible. I feel bad for everyone that was there.
No, what I really want to know is, what did you sing?
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the band. It's a classic rock song, "Ready for Love." It Sticks.
Oh,
No way! I love that song.
that is hilarious.
That's
And
awesome.
Alicia, if we ever meet, I'm taking that as a personal challenge to get you so drunk where you sing karaoke. I would
Okay,
take
just
care
let
of
me
you
feel it.
afterward because
Please
I
don't
feel like
ask
it would
me
be
to
my
feel it.
problem. I feel
We
like
will
if
meet
I
one
got
day.
you
I will
that
force
drunk
us to meet in public.
to be able to sing karaoke, I would have to take care of you because it's my problem at that point. I did it. I would take full
No,
responsibility.
we'll just have to have a really hot guy come with us, and he can carry me out.
I like this
Okay.
idea.
Yes. I fucking love karaoke. Cherry Bomb.
Cherry
It's
Bomb.
my
Oh, that'd be a
favorite
fun one.
go-to
Cherry
song.
Bomb. Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't have to like hit notes very well with that one.
You don't.
No, you
That's
don't.
a good song.
The ones that always crack me up are the people that choose Whitney Houston when they're doing karaoke, and I'm like,
You
no
can't
one
get me to
votes
do that
for
one.
You cannot.
How dare you have the audacity?
to try to
Try.
sing
No one
Whitney.
can. Like, don't.
Don't. This isn't your time to be like the next American Idol. You know, it's like, don't.
My favorite was one night I was at a friend's apartment, and she starts like twerking up against the wall, and I still have video of her twerking on the wall. Like she was upside down twerking on the wall, and I'm like, I'm gonna save this video for the rest of our lives because this is some funny shit.
Oh my god, poor
And this
thing.
was like 4 years ago, maybe. I was so cold sober. She was gone.
I like to watch people sing karaoke.
Yeah, I just don't want to do it.
I like to sing at my table, being like, yeah, I know the words to this
Oh
one.
yeah, like I'll sing along at the table, but I sang
I'm not going up
karaoke one time at an actual bar, and I don't ever want to do it again.
What song?
I did a duet with my friend from work. It was his last day at the Red Lobster, so we all went to the local bar and we just
cute.
had like a goodbye party. And he wanted to sing "Everything Has Changed" by Taylor Swift, and I'm just like, God, okay, great. And like, yeah, and he didn't even tell me. He was just like, they just literally started calling my name, and I'm looking around for him because I recognize his voice, and I was like, okay, I just ran up there and did it. I'm like, why did you do this to me?
It would have to be somewhere where there's nobody I know for me to do it. If I was ever
You come to Arizona, nobody knows you here except for me and Nicole.
Yep.
We
You
have
would
to
be
get
there.
us both on stage so we don't record you while it happens and then use it later, being like, hey.
You'll probably like have that at my funeral and be like, look at what we got.
I will still record because I'm really good at that vlog angle, you know? Like, I'm really
I
good
can't
at
do it. I've
So
tried.
Nicole's next
My
vlog.
arms are too short.
it will be.
My arms are too short.
My arm, I have pretty long arms. But
I'm always in charge of doing it because I have long arms.
long arms, yeah.
We
Although
do
when I'm with you,
eventually all
Nicole,
have to meet in
take
person
turns.
at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I always have to take it with my right hand because it's just easier.
That's I think my problem is I'm a lefty, so it's like it always throws me off.
Oh, yeah.
I can try, but like I can't. My hand, because my phone is so large, like to get it.
She does that. I was waiting for that. She was like, she does.
Like I don't know, like it feels natural here. I'm like, toot, toot, toot.
It's because it's your dominant hand.
But I'm left eye dominant.
I'm just like, please make sure I don't have like triple chins in the photo. That's all I ask.
You
That's
just
why
like,
you go from a
you gotta
high
take
angle.
high angle and you like look up just a little bit so that it goes
Mhm.
away. Yeah.
I'm always so self-conscious about it. I'm like, let me look at the photo. I don't let people post the photo that I haven't looked at.
Sometimes I purposely make my chins come out. I'm like, oh my god, look how many chins I have.
I got 74 right here.
Yeah.
My roommate at the time, in college, I was using my wheelchair to get back and forth, and I was pre-gaming before we went somewhere, and she took a photo of me drinking wine in my wheelchair and made a joke about like a
DUI.
and whatever. It was a motorized wheelchair, and I'm like, and it's right when I first got my like first real job, and I'm like, my boss follows me on Facebook. You can't post this shit. Like,
that was your first mistake.
I was like,
friending your boss
my
on
God.
Facebook. Yeah,
Mhm.
no.
they did that, not me. I was like, okay.
I'd be like, I would just delete it.
Yeah, just let that hang.
I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting it. No. I was like, and then if they ever brought it up, I could just be like, oh, I really don't use Facebook. You know, I just have it, you know, in case, you know, whatever.
Everybody thought it was funny, and I'm sitting there mortified. I'm like,
I would never have accepted that.
like it was so awful.
Oh,
And of course, my dad comments on it as the first comment. I'm like, of course,
Oh no.
I'm like,
Of course.
he thought it was hysterical. I'm like, it's not funny.
I mean, that's what dads are for.
It actually is. It is.
He's
It is
still
pretty funny.
like, I'm 32 years old, and he can embarrass me with one sentence.
Absolutely, because
Like,
he's
one
your father.
sentence, and I'm done. Like,
Breeze, that mistakes were made.
yeah, I was 21. That was my first mistake. Like, I was 21.
You made it.
was
I mean, you made it that long. That's amazing.
Like, I wish we didn't grow up with social media though.
Now
family
everything
really-
is on social media, so you never is anything deleted. It just
Yeah.
because you delete it doesn't mean it's
doesn't mean
deleted.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I'm glad that I'm not like a teenager in this time where social media is. So, because,
Yeah.
I'd rather not remember any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Seriously.
yeah.
Let's just ruin everyone's self-confidence all at once. Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, we had MySpace, but I never had a MySpace account. Like, never. So
I did,
I had
but I
one
never
to
did
like
anything
work
with
on
it.
other people's. I never posted anything though.
I never even made an account, honestly. But all right, everybody, we're going.
We're coming up on 2 hours.
I know. So
I gotta
I
eat.
know. Jed and I have to eat. Aaron has children. Alicia, you probably have something going on. I don't want to assume anything, but
I'm alone. I have no life.
You got a book that's waiting for you.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
hot
got a
date
book
right
for
there.
you.
Let me just tell you.
Brie was a MySpace girly. Yeah.
I still
Yeah,
remember. I
same.
still remember my name on MySpace.
Oh my god, I can't even. Do
Italian
that.
Princess 777.
can't-
I don't know why I
I didn't even
remember
remember there
that.
were custom
but I
names.
do.
Because there's some things you don't forget. All right, everybody. Thank you
Perfect
so
night.
much. Everybody that's here now, everybody who's watching the replay, thank you. Thank you to my lovely, lovely co-hosts. I love you all so much. Everyone, have a great night.